Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Miss Main Event and the very first edition of the Daily Run. I am your host, Tasha, and here is what I plan for this show to be. We all know that being a woman sports fan right now is like a full-time job. There are so many leagues, so many storylines, and so much data coming at us every single day. So I decided I would create a special space where we can start our mornings together. Maybe at the most, giving me 15 minutes of your morning to get organized for the day. And the goal is simple. We need to have those water cooler talking points. I'm going to give you the brief on the box scores, the business moves, and the culture shifts. But this isn't a lecture. It's a conversation starter. So I'm going to lay out what's happening each day so we can talk about it in the comments or on social media or just keeping the dialogue going. So today is Monday, December 29th. And it might seem very quiet on the scoreboard, but the calendar is packed. So let's run through it. Well, first things first, the countdown is officially on. We are exactly 7 days away from the tip-off of Unrivaled Season 2 on January 5th. And the players are already down in Miami. They've been at training camp for a couple of weeks now. And if you're following them on social media, you can see that the energy is extremely high. It feels like the first day of school. Everybody's showing off the arrival fits, getting back into the gym, hitting each other up on TikTok. But I'm really curious to hear what you think about the vibe so far. Now, it does have a new 4-night schedule this season of Unrivaled. The pacing is going to be a little bit different, I think. So this week of camp is like a good indication at how these teams are gelling. We're going to keep an eye on the practice footage because I'm really looking to see who looks like they're already locked in. So give me your thoughts on which teams are the most locked in Unrivaled. All right, our next little piece of news is something I want to put on your radar for next week because it's going to get busy really fast. We are approaching what's got to be one of the most massive moments for pro volleyball. We have 2 leagues launching next week. We have the Love League One Volleyball League. That's starting next week, Wednesday, January 7th. Starting January 8th is Major League Volleyball. So I know having 2 leagues starting at once could be a handful to track. So later this week, I'm going to do a breakdown on the differences between League One Volleyball, Love, and Major League Volleyball. Like the formats, the teams, what to watch for, just so we're all on the same page as it pertains to volleyball. But for today, just know that professional volleyball is about to take center stage, y'all, and I'm here for it. And finally, we have to keep an eye on the business side of things. Again, today is December 29th, which means we are inching ever so closely to January 9th. That is the deadline for the WNBA collective bargaining agreement. We're all hoping for some kind of smooth resolution, but it seems as we get closer and closer to that date without a deal, is naturally going to be a topic of conversation daily here. So I'm going to keep up with any updates from the league, the Players Association, so that if you somehow miss the news, you won't have to hunt it down. It's definitely something I'm going to watch closely as we head into the new year. And that is the briefing for this Monday. A little quiet on games, but very heavy on anticipation. This week, I'm going to use this time to preview the rosters and the storylines so we're all ready for next week's launches. But I want to hear from you. Which league are you most excited to see tip off? Are you locked in on Unrivaled? Or are you ready for some volleyball? Let me know. And thanks for going on this run with me this morning, y'all. I am Tasha Pierce. This is Miss Main Event, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.